Okay, so I'm working on a different soil sensor. I just want to see what will happen. So my exposed leads for resistance are really small at the end, and they're going to be suspended essentially 2 inches, inch and a half, 2 inches above the bottom of a vessel, a soil vessel. And then a couple inches above that, I exposed the wire one more time, and this will be about 2 inches below the top of the soil, right? So both of them are actually having some exposure there. And so I'm leading it to the board. Don't worry, I'll isolate it from the metal there. And this is the wire on the right is going to go to this 10K resistor, and then another wire will come off of that, which that will be the signal to that's where I'll get my reading of how much resistance is showing up in the soil, and that'll come off of this little pin here. So I'll hook a wire up here, and that'll go to the microcontroller. But what I want to try to do is this is a red, green, blue RGB LED diode. And so each one of these resistors, it's a 330 ohm resistor, controls a pin respectively from left to right, red, green, and blue. And so I'm thinking red will just be like a standard power. If the controller's on, it's red. Green, everything is good. Soil is adequately moist, etc., etc. Blue, just kind of worked out that way, will activate when the sensor resistance reaches a certain point. And so that will be a visual representation on the circuit board of when the water starts to flow. Now, this is going to be going eventually into a greenhouse application, so I've got to figure out how to come up with a greenhouse prototype that'll fit in my one-bedroom apartment. Oh my God, how do you trying to start this project and get this concept of this company back up and running is tricky. But anyway, I digress. This blue module here, that is a DHT11 temperature and humidity sensor. So that's going to be the ambient temperature and relative humidity in the air within the greenhouse itself, which will then eventually go to a controller pin or another microcontroller, probably another microcontroller that'll handle environmentals. And so that would control things like ventilation, fans, and heating, right? So again, we're just prototyping here. So these are very small, simple circuits, not a lot of money. I think that DHT11 is probably about a 50-cent sensor, right? So it's definitely not gonna hold up to any type of serious pressure. I would assume. I don't know, but I'm going to roll with it just because I don't have a budget for this project, and I'm literally building it from whatever pennies I can scrape together and taking lumber from, discarded lumber, not usable lumber, discarded lumber with permission from construction sites. And then, occasionally when financially I'm able to, I'll purchase some newer things, but I need to pick and choose where I put my money, and right now that's into circuit boards, sensors, controllers, and then hardware like I need screws and nails and stuff like that, and all of that stuff really adds up pretty quick. So this is a one-man show, but soon I want to put a video presentation together that will explain the overall concept of what was once tried in the past with myself and a former business partner of mine, and I'd like to kind of lay out this new direction that I would like to take this project, and see how far I can get on my own, just kind of nickel and diming my way through it, and hopefully I'll be able to get the dream alive again, because it's a very important project, I believe, and there were a lot of people, well, not a lot, but there were a select few very important people in my life, and key people at certain organizations that thought that this was an important project. And I need to get this done. So I will be presenting the idea soon, and I'll be looking forward to hopefully some good feedback, or some constructive criticism, or people just telling me I'm nuts. Just go get a job, you lazy hippie. You know what I mean? I have a job. But that's it. That's kind of where I'm at right now with this new kind of sensor prototype kind of thing. And I will keep everybody in the loop as much as I can about what's going on.